Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the KW Command MC 66-Day Challenge 2.0, and today is day 32. So today we are still in CommandMC. We are in our administration applet, but we're going to shift from the luxury tab into the vendor tab today and talk about how you can add or create a vendor database for your agents to use to tie to their opportunities in order to provide you with more information about the strategic partnerships that your agents are using and hopefully create your own Market Center powerful strategic alliance inside of CommandMC. So let's dive in and talk about it. We're going to go to CommandMC. We're going to dive into our administration applet, and we're going to click on our vendor tab. Now, previously in Winmore, we had the ability to record vendors as either mortgage or title. So just two options in Winmore. We all now actually have 8 different options for vendor types. That includes mortgage, home warranty, attorney, co-broker, title, escrow officer, insurance, and inspector. When you create these new vendors, you've got a couple of different options. You're going to create the vendor. You can add a local branch and then attach that branch to the parent company or DBA name. You can even add in key representatives and then have the contact information for those key representatives. So let's walk through that together. We're in the vendor tab. We're going to click on add vendor here in the top right hand corner. You can see when we do, we get a new pop-up that allows us to create a new branch. So let's see what kind of vendor type do we want to do today. Let's say we're adding in a title company. That might be Bedrock LLC. All right, that's not in our vendors database, so we're going to go ahead and add in that company name. Here's the branch details, right? So this might be Fred and Wilma Bedrock Title Austin, right? So the office branch nickname, that's probably what your agents are going to recognize. The company name in DBA, that's the parent title company. So just the differentiation between those two. If this is a preferred partner or preferred branch of your actual market center, you can indicate that, which would indicate an alliance with this vendor. And then we can come through and put in their actual address. So let's just say that's 123 Bedrock Boulevard in Austin, Texas. 78740. We could put in a phone number. You can see that's not required. We're going to go ahead and skip that. We're going to click on next. And then at this point, we could choose save and finish, and our vendor has been created. But if there's a specific representative name that we recommend that you have discussions with, maybe kind of our title rep or our client care person, so we could put in Fred Flintstone. And Fred's at 512-555-5555, and there's no extension 123. Maybe that's his office number, and his email is fredflintstone@bedrockllc.com. So we could add additional representative phone numbers, right? So if we want to add additional phone numbers, we could add additional emails for Fred. If there's an additional representative altogether, we could click on add another, or we could just choose save and finish. When we do, you can see down there at the bottom, it flashed pretty quick, but it said a new representative has been added. We can go into the search key and now look for Bedrock, right? And there's Fred and Wilma Bedrock Title. We can go ahead and open up that vendor. You can see that here on the right-hand side, and this is where we get several additional options. So if we click on the ellipses for the actual title company name, you can see that we can edit that, or we can choose to archive. Now, archiving, you can see we also have available underneath the representative section. Big difference between the two. Let's say Fred stops working at Fred and Wilma Bedrock Title, but the company still exists. Well, in that case, I could go ahead and archive Fred. All right, so I'm going to archive the representative, and it says archiving the sole representative in this branch will also archive the branch. So that's important to note as well. Hey, Fred's not working there, but we haven't figured out who is working there. So let's cancel this. We call over, hey, who's our new rep? Okay, let's add the new representative. That's Wilma Flintstone, right? And we would put in Wilma's phone number, and that's her office number, and then Wilma at bedrocktitlellc.com, whatever it may be. And we're going to save and finish. Must be a valid phone number. 512-555-5555. Sorry, let's do that. 512-555-5555. All right, save and finish. Now we have two representatives. So in this case, we can go ahead and archive Fred without having to archive the entire LLC or the entire company, right? So we can see that. If we choose to go ahead and archive the company, we can do that. And it's going to say, hey, archiving the branch is also going to archive any related representatives, which means Wilma will be archived as well. So you can choose yes, archive branch. Now let's say that was a mistake. Maybe that was the wrong company. Maybe they come back to life after a hiatus. We want to restore that vendor or that contact. We can come into our filters and we want to choose archived vendors only. So we toggle that on and click on apply filters. You can see we've done a lot of testing in here, but we can go in and look for that archived company, and there's Fred and Wilma Bedrock title. And now we want to restore it, so we can click on the three dots and choose to restore. When we do, you can see that it will restore all representatives as well. So we're going to say, yep, go ahead and restore the branch and the representatives. However, Fred no longer works there, so let's archive Fred. All right, so now you can see if we go in, we're going to clear our filters out and apply. Then we'll go search for Fred and Wilma again. Now they're back active, and you can see Fred has been removed as a representative. So that's the way that you can begin to create and make edits to a vendor database for your market center, including those affiliate partners that you already have a relationship with, and make sure that you're keeping up to date with the key representatives for each one of those companies. Remember, this is not required, although it will be helpful to your agents to know who to reach out to at each one of those companies as well, especially if you have someone that takes care of your specific agents or market center. That's it for today. Tomorrow we're going to dive into vendors from an agent perspective, and we're going to talk about how you can manage agent requested vendors, that database as well. So stay tuned for that. As always, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I look forward to speaking with you again real soon.